Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. If you are new, my name is Hannah, and as you can tell by the looks of my channel, I like to do a lot of cleaning, organization, decluttering videos. Although I am starting a new series on my channel, which I am so excited about. It's going to be like a motherhood, postpartum, so if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you are notified every time that I post a new video. So let's just get right into the video with all of my postpartum essentials that personally worked for myself. This was my first birth. I have my first baby. He's currently about 9 weeks old, and so I know that when I was pregnant and I was getting closer to my due date, I kind of just loved watching these videos, so I knew what to expect. I kind of knew what to buy, and so I'm kind of making these videos to help you guys out there. So some of the first things that really helped is, of course, we know after you give birth, you need all the care down there. So Dermaplast is a must. My hospital did provide this, which was so nice. I'll try to just like hold up everything that I do have. Items that I don't have, I will be putting up on the screen, so that will be helpful. You can see like an actual visual of the products itself. So Dermaplast was definitely really nice. You can spray this on your pad or like on top of those tucks. That's what I did. Speaking of the tucks, I don't have them because I did use all of them. I would definitely suggest those too. Those kind of just provided like a really nice cooling sensation as soon as you did put it on there. I did kind of notice it only felt cooling as soon as you put it on, maybe like for a minute or so afterwards, and after that it was kind of just there, but they did feel nice in the moment. Now, another thing that I'm sure you have seen everywhere, all the women swear by it, is the Freedom Mom Peri bottles. So it comes in this cute little bag, and it's gonna look like this. And so at first I just kept thinking like, I don't need that, like the hospital is gonna give me, you know, like that plastic bottle. I threw mine out, so I don't have it to show you guys, but I was thinking that will be just fine for me. And while I was in the hospital, it did work just fine, and I thought I'll be good with this. I think the Peri bottle is overrated, but I caved and I ended up getting the Peri bottle, and once I got it, I understood the hype. So as you can see, it is kind of like angled, which definitely helped angle it in the correct position that you need. I would say the only con to it, and maybe I was like using it wrong, was I felt like some of the water kind of leaked through this thing. But other than that, I absolutely loved using the Peri bottle. Of course, we have another Freedom Mom product. This one I kind of got towards the end of my healing, so I hardly used it. It's pretty much still completely full. This is the healing foam that they have, and so this was also really nice to kind of just layer onto your pad, again for that cooling sensation. And you can actually put this in your fridge, which would make it even more cooler down there. So this I would also recommend, but definitely get it, you know, sooner than towards the end of your healing like I did, because it kind of served no purpose, but it did feel really nice down there as well. Of course, this item is a given. Pads for sure. So my hospital, personally, they provided tons of pads, like actual full like brand new packs of them. They had super duper large, like thick maxi pads, and then they also had like a mid-size, and every time that I would ask for a new pack, they would just come in and fully give me a new pack with no questions asked. And that goes for the same with the Dermaplast and the tucks. Anytime that a nurse came in and I needed something or requested it, they brought it in immediately. Since we are on the topic with the pads, the Dermaplast, and the tucks, I'll kind of just go over how I kind of like layered it and everything. So me personally, also my hospital, they did provide like those mesh underwear that we always see women wearing. I fully use those. I even asked for a couple extra and continue to use them at home, just so I could put my pad in it and not have to like worry about my underwear getting ruined or anything like that. They did also provide those ice packs that you kind of just like crush up and then it becomes ice. Myself personally, I did not use those only because I was a little afraid of how it would feel, because I know ice packs are hard, and you're sitting there in the hospital bed, and I know a lot of people say it's extremely cooling, and it definitely probably is, but for myself, I was kind of just a little nervous of the uncomfortableness of it. What I did personally was, of course, I would use the mesh underwear, put one of the really large pads that the hospital provided, and the next step would be putting those Tucks cooling pads. And since I didn't have the healing foam there, the step that I did next was just spray the Dermaplast straight on the Tucks. Spray as much as you want of it, it'll feel amazing, and then that would be what it was. Pull it up and then change it and redo the whole process again every time that you would use the bathroom. Another thing that I don't have, but I did end up purchasing before I gave birth, was those kind of like, I think I got Always pack. I got them from Target. They were like the black diapers. I wore those only for a little bit, and I wore those once I got home. Same thing with those, they were extremely comfortable, but not really practical for myself, because each time I would go to the bathroom, I would just want to change the diaper, and I felt like that was just doing a lot, where I could just rip the pad off and just put everything on there, but a diaper was like the whole process, but it was extremely comfortable. So it's kind of just whatever your preference would be. And then of course, if you are breastfeeding, I would suggest, and of course everyone is different, so you definitely may not need all these products, but I got the Silverettes that we always hear people using. They look just like this, and of course you just put them on there. And because at first when you're breastfeeding, at least for myself, it was so painful. Like, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. Like, I was just over it. I was completely over it. I didn't know what to do. And so I got these right off of Amazon. This is the Silva Mom. Ordered these from Amazon, wore them for a couple days, and honestly it did make a really big difference. So if you are struggling, I would just recommend having these. Maybe even buy them before you give birth. Pack them in your hospital bag. To also go along with breastfeeding, of course, you do want to have a nipple balm. So I have two different kinds. This one is the Honest brand, and then I have this one as well. And I have used both of them. I don't have one over the other that I prefer. I just put them on, and of course I'm thinking like they both have the same kind of like ingredients and things like that. They both have the same end goal, and so these are the two that I have used for nipple balms. I don't use them all the time because I don't constantly need them, but I would recommend just having them on hand. And for anyone that is planning to breastfeed, I am extremely stubborn, so myself, I was like, I don't need a nursing bra. Like, I can just use a regular bra, but I was completely wrong. Having a nursing bra is a complete game changer. And so I know that Walmart does sell a couple, and Amazon. I ended up ordering like a 6-pack from Amazon, which has been so nice because I just constantly change them out because they're gonna get dirty, they're gonna get milk on them, and you just want to feel fresh and just have some ready to go that are already clean. And so this is how they are, and it's so helpful. Here they actually unstrap like this, and then once you're ready to strap it back up, you just put it like that, and it clips right back on. It is so helpful. Don't be like me and say that you don't need them. You need this. It is a complete game changer. It makes nighttime feedings so much easier. You're not like taking down your whole bra or anything, like having to pull the strap down. This makes it so nice. Well, another product that I would suggest are like nursing pads to kind of just put on there, put like in your nursing bra, to just kind of like collect any loose milk that might be coming out. And so in the beginning I was using disposable ones, but I was thinking like that's just not practical. Like, I feel like I'm being so wasteful. I would kind of wear one set for the entire day and then change it like once I got my shower at night or something. But then eventually I ended up going to Target, and they do have them on Amazon and everything like that. I got the reusable brand, and it's so much easier. I got a 2-pack, and so each night I kind of just like hand wash it, and I wear them all day. They're so nice. I feel like I'm not being as wasteful, and they are always there to have. So the next thing might seem a little bit extra, but it came in such handy for myself, especially during the nighttime. And you are going to be so thirsty, at least I was personally, so have some type of water jug. The insulated ones are extremely nice because it's going to keep your water freezing cold at all times of the night, all times of the day. It is going to be so nice. Another thing that sounds extremely silly and you're going to be like, seriously, but deodorant, because let me tell you, the night sweats are insane. Like, they're out of this world. I always heard of the night sweats after you give birth. It's going to be crazy, blah, 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 blah. They are not lying. Get yourself some deodorant, keep it in your nightstand. I don't care what you do, but just know, like, have deodorant on hand. Another thing that I will mention is while I was in the hospital, they were providing stool softeners. The whole time I was in the hospital, I did not go. Number 2, I was so afraid of this happening. And so once I got home, I went to Walmart and I got a pack of the stool softeners. I think I just got like the Equate brand from Walmart, but I would suggest this, especially if you are afraid. It kind of just like helps everything move more easily. Kind of also just helps eases your mind that once that time comes, you have already been taking the stool softener, and hopefully it'll kind of just make your experience a little bit more easier.